Hey, this is the courtroom there. I went over to the courtroom where Seabrook is on trial. I wanted to see for myself this witness. As far as I'm concerned, the witness is a sleazebag. The mayor is a typical sleazebag for doing business with him. You can listen to his testimony. Both of them are sleazebags, and now I'm calling upon Attorney General Sessions. He's got to come here and help me in New York City. We've got a mayor that's so corrupt. You got a DA, Cy Vance, was investigating. We find out he's getting money from the same law firm. I mean, there's so much turmoil going on here. I don't know what's on top and what's on the bottom. They have what they call a public integrity section of the United Department of Justice. I call upon Attorney General Sessions. We need help in New York, because I don't even know who the good guys and the bad guys are anymore. Everybody's taking money from this. Kramer Levin's giving money there. Everybody's corrupt in New York City. I'm running for mayor in New York City. You know why? Because I can't stand corruption. And this city is so dirty from that mayor on down. And this guy that I just looked at right now in the courtroom, he's a sleazebag, and the mayor's a sleazebag for giving him money, and that's what we're dealing with right now. And the people in New York City want to know exactly. When you go to the voting booths next week, you're going to have the determination, do you want to vote this guy for your mayor for the next 4 years? We know about the corruption. We know about him hiring the wrong people for all these agency heads. We know about what's going on with affordable housing, with our educational system, and with our subways. God knows I was just on another train before and got stuck again. The one train again. This is what goes on in New York City. Now all of a sudden this mayor gets on a train with his friend from Vermont there, and he drives on the train. I'm sure they got rid of all the homeless like he did the first time. So he's been on the train, the subway, twice for photo ops. This is the mayor you want to elect? Please, we're going to have a choice, and I'm so happy about my friends from CBS. We're going to have a great debate on Wednesday night, and I'm ready. And I'm going to tell you something right now. There's a big difference in this debate. You got column A, column B, and you got the non-politician, the real New Yorker, the native New York that cares about this city, a businessman who's been successful as a New York City detective. Now I call upon all the people of New York, you do have a choice for your mayor that you're going to believe in someone's going to get things done. I really thank you. Yes?
Well, what do you want the public integrity section of the Justice Department to do?
I want the public integrity section of the Justice Department to investigate why was these charges. Hey, look, I'm a former detective. I've done a lot of investigations. It's beyond my mind where you have a district attorney's office in Manhattan County, then you have a U.S. attorney's office, separate investigation, and then they choreograph their findings within 1 hour. They all reached their findings that
so what do you want them to do?
I want them to reinvestigate this, reopen it up, and look at this. This witness inside this courtroom right now will be a key factor, because this witness was credible enough for the U.S. Attorney's Office. What he's saying in this courtroom right now is pay for play. I mean, if we're going to take the bribery statutes off the books, then listen, every cop should be able to go out there and get free lunch. Every fireman, let's go get free lunch. There's no more bribery. This is the mayor of New York City. He's disgraceful, he's corrupt, and now the people of New York can speak. More important is the people of New York, Marsha, are not dumb people. The people who live in New York City, their children are not getting the education they're supposed to. Their children are not getting the affordable housing they're supposed to. The people of New York are smarter than this mayor. And on election day, let's come up, let's raise up. And there's only one person that I owe anything to. The person is the people of New York City. That's who I'm going to answer to.
So the mayor says that Jonah Reckness is a liar. Do you think that he, having gotten on the witness stand and sworn to tell the truth, do you think that this witness is a liar?
I think this witness is a sleazebag, but I don't think he's a liar. I think he's saving his own butt, and he's telling the truth now, and he's lied many times, and in the courtroom he says it. My point is that now he's telling the truth. Why would this mayor get in bed with such a sleazebag like that? He says he didn't know him. We have emails back and forth. He had his private cell number. Why wouldn't we believe this witness who the U.S. government decided to use? This is not rocket science. The fact of the matter is there was a lot of other issues that came in. The campaign for One New York, $4.3 million $350,000 illegally coming through. Look, when I ran for mayor, I didn't take the matching funds. You know why? I didn't want to be beholden to anybody, especially I don't want to take taxpayers' money. I raised my own money. I want people to give me money if they believe in me to run for mayor. Right now, they got money from the matching funds. The mayor got money, $350,000 from the school teachers union, and all of a sudden he can't properly do his job because he's in debt to everybody. Everybody's giving him money. All his agents of the city. These agents of the city. Why do we have agents in the city? And it came out, I think, something like 70 out of 120 people got something that gave them money.
So, Bo, you were a detective.
Yes.
So the people who you used to get as witnesses
Yeah.
against the so-called bad guys,
Yeah.
were they, priests and rabbis and things like that, or were they people who participated in?
We can use, for example, they sent away John Gotti on Sammy Gravano, killed 19 people, and they used that little creep as their main witness. My point is, sometimes you have to use garbage cans like this guy to tell the truth. And in fact, right now, what I hear from the guy, he's sleazy, yes, but the mayor's as sleazy to deal with him. This is two sleaze bags in the same bed together. You know, like those bugs, what do you call those bugs in the hotels? What do you call them? No, bed bugs. They're two bed bugs hanging out together. And I'm going to say right now, you've got a mayor that's as sleazy as this witness in there. And the people in New York are not dumb. All my people in Harlem, Brooklyn, everywhere have to realize we do have a choice for mayor of New York. My whole life has been one thing, Marsha. When something had to get done, I got it done. As a businessman for the last 33 years, multi-million-dollar business. Hey, look at it. I fell through hard times in 2008 like everyone else. Guy told me, Bo, you should go bankrupt. You know what I did? I sold a house, I borrowed money, I turned it around. That's what we need is a mayor that's going to get things done in this city. I'm a fighter. And people need homes. We got to go into NYC. We got to see these apartments. There's affordable housing all over the place. You got people living in NYC with 3 bedrooms for 3 generations. Nobody's doing anything about it. This is common sense that this mayor doesn't have. We need a mayor that's going to care about somebody who's going to cry when that little boy, Zamir Perkins, and I cried. That little 7-year-old boy was beat to death after 10 complaints. He hired that nincompoop head of ACS. And you know what? No one cares. I care. I've never seen this mayor cry. Does he have a heart? I have a heart. I care about every kid in this city. Education, proper, affordable housing, the transit to get it fixed. This is now at a point right now. And you'll see Wednesday night. I'm going to be very calm and I'm going to be very direct because I'm going to appeal to the people in New York. You do have a choice. You don't need to elect the politician. The lady from the Republican Party, she's got illusions of grandeur for the next job. He's got illusions of grandeur to be the first progressive president. You know what my illusions of grandeur are? To be the mayor of this city and run this right and care about every kid. People in New York City are not dumb people. They're very smart people, and I think election day, we're going to have a big surprise. Because I tell you right now, if I had a guy like me and I was looking at him on election day, you know who I'd vote for? That guy.
So how would this reinvestigation work exactly? Does Attorney General Sessions have the authority to overrule the decision that was made by the U.S.
Well, it wasn't that he was tried. It wasn't that the mayor was tried.
Right,
they never
but the
filed
decision
charges.
not to file
No,
charges.
they could reinvestigate it. And I think with this testimony that we're all hearing today, that could be deemed as new evidence that could be investigated again. What would be the reason? You tell me, Bo Dietl, detective. You tell me how to. Investigations can end simultaneously. You got my detectives doing one investigation, you got the U.S. Attorney investigators doing one. What do you do? Oh, come into my office, I'll end my investigation, you'll end yours? No, that's not the way it works.
Are you charging collusion?
I'm sorry?
Are you charging collusion?
I don't know
On the part of
I don't
the
know about
US
collusion. Remember, I'm a high school graduate. Collusion, I really believe that. I really believe that it was coordinated. And you know what? If I threw the mayor, here's my other call out. You know what? Norman Seabrook should have his defense attorneys in there throw this mayor on the witness stand because he's part of the case. I call upon the defense attorneys for Norman Seabrook to throw this mayor on here to answer he's supposed to be a credible witness. Put him on the stand. You know what? He'll fight that subpoena tooth and nail. You know why? Because once he goes up to his hand, the Oreo.
So, but do you want the federal government to start a new investigation?
No, and I also call upon our governor in New York State, please, Mr. Governor, New York City's out of control. You're the governor. You should put a special state prosecutor by the state to find out this nonsense going on. Every time I pick up a paper, then I picked up the paper at the general counsel for, what's that, Kramer 11 gave money to the Republic. I mean, I'm besieged by myself. Everybody here is giving money to everybody for favors. This is not the way I want this city to do. You do your job, and you do your job well, and you know what? You're beholden to one people. The people who live here, they got to get the benefit of the city, not these agents of the city, all these crooks. I actually have people tell me, union bosses tell me, Bo, I can't endorse you. I said, why? Because if I endorse you and he finds out, he's going to pull back this money. I damn you. I damn you for talking like that. This is not organized crime. This is New York City, the greatest city in the world. We need a mayor that cares about all the people in New York City. I tell everyone, please, you got a choice.
Did you not think the prosecutors, had heard this stuff from Reckness before when they were investigating him?
Well, you know what, my problem is, again, when you have two cases that simultaneously end like that, I don't know what's going on anymore, because in reality, I don't know what's going on, because you hear this, you hear that. I want this thing to fish out as far as with all these campaign contributions. I don't even know who's on first anymore, who's getting paid off. And I think the people in New York City have the right to know. They can't re-elect a mayor that's so damn corrupt. And I tell you right now, I'll tell it to his face. And Marshall, you know me, I will tell it to his face. And I have told him to his face. And that's the mayor we need. Somebody that doesn't hide what's behind people's back. When you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said. You gotta have a tough mayor that's gonna say, you know what, we got a problem with affordable housing. He did nothing for 4 years. Let's find out. Let's get the affordable housing. Our kids in the 3rd through the 8th grade are not passing standardized tests in math. He keeps saying, oh, we got the largest, highest graduation rate. Yeah, but the kids are not being educated properly. And you know who the victims are? My kids, my black and Hispanic kids in this city. They're the victims of this uneducation that they're not getting. The security in the schools, when you got a security, head of the security safety offices, tell me, his name's Floyd, says, Bo, we can't lock up for assaults. We can't lock up for drugs. We're told to flush them down the toilet. Weapons confiscated. Hey, I'm going to open up this whole can of worms. I get elected mayor, the guys will be able to do their job, and the kids will be more educated, and we'll have affordable housing, and these damn trains will run better than they're running now. Anybody else? I really appreciate everybody showing up, because you know what? And I love Channel 2. Can't wait for our debatation. Thank you.
Paid for by friends of Bo Dietl.